This your boy Young C Santana at Guado Poppy TV.
Hey, bitch.
What's up, pussy?
Hey, I got you on camera, on blood. I'm shooting a video.
Oh yeah, man. I get what I'm saying.
Yeah, talk your shit.
Yeah, nigga, bitch 21 checking in. I ain't checking out pussy ass nigga. Which I thought this shit was over. Yeah, bitch ass nigga. Ain't
Yes,
no
sir.
bitch nigga.
I don't know what the fuck going on, man. Whole lot of sick shit, no bitch shit. Play your twins, man.
Me, he spinning back.
Hop in the rental, mashed up all black, yeah, these niggas know what I'm on. Yeah. Walk down on feet with an ARP, yeah, we quick to get ops gone. Real big dog, he was sticking out a bone. Smoking exotic 350 a zone. These rappers my kids, they 6 shots clone. Design on my drip, bitch, I'm fly like I flown. 100 times 2 got that shit to my T-zone. Real busy nigga, I'm trapping out 3 phones. I'm moving black, I ain't talking about peace, bitch, I'm in the field like a nigga got clicked. 32 for the watch and my shit cost the brick. Told them little niggas sit, I go cop you a bitch. I ain't finna fuck if that bitch got a stick. I'm screaming out fire as long little print. We gon' wet up his block with 100 some shot, niggas know when we leave it, it's gon' be drink. Made a bitch get a drop, tryna fuck on the thought, yeah, that nigga die tryna think with his dick. My young nigga sliming like thuggers, you know that we shiesty, we robbing until we get rich. Can't catch him outside, it's a home invasion, you know we running all up in this shit. The last nigga die tryna clutch on the stick, kinda punch on the K when his shooters gon' kill. Double back pump fire, it sound like a switch. Tryna beef with my gang, it's gon' be a risk. My bitch look just like Sierra, yeah, I'm pouring foes in the mist. Addicted to lean, I see perk when I piss. That little bitch start eating both sides just like a Twix. Hop in the rental, mashed up all black, yeah, these niggas know what I'm on. Yeah. Walk down on feet with an ARP, yeah, we quick to get ops gone. Real big dog, he was sticking out a bone. Smoking exotic 350 a zone. These rappers my kids, they 6 shots clone. Design on my drip, bitch, I'm fly like I flown.
Design on my drip, bitch, I'm fly as a pelican. Skeleton, traffic, a whale, whole elephant. Pull out the ticket for testing my intelligence. I'm out of space on a whole nother elephant. Two-tone Cartier skeleton. When it's beef, I don't take this shit serious, I think they just melting. My bro watching over, cause I know they fuck niggas devil. Shoot you dead in the face just for heckling. Just like a ceiling fan spin on the op block. AR-15 with the titty, no crop top. Say they won't smoke, hot box. Kill tech with a laser, I'm shooting like Cyclops. They say I'm bougie, I'm keeping it decent. Never did like it in, I just kept it in the reason. I just hit it one time, then slid like a visa. No, I can't never let them cross me, Jesus. Racks in my pocket, I just have a benefit. 762 ripping, knock off your ligaments. You can get robbed for your energy. And you still can get robbed if you in type of shit I be dealing with. Smoking until I just suffocate, everything on me is up to date. And don't believe what them suckers say up in the Drake till it fucking break. I never speak on the internet. That just be too much explaining. Run up them rats like I'm physical trained. Worth 100, so I keep the steel stained.
Man, what it do, man. For the people that tapped in right now, man, shit, y'all see the title. Give y'all an introduction to it in a minute. Just kind of getting trying to load up some of the clips and stuff. What's up, Queen Duval? Ain't no pressure. I'm glad you in here. You stay in here too, Queen Duval. Hold on just for a sec. Well, yeah, I'm trying to load up the clips. I'm gonna hit y'all with another song real fast. Shit, probably just be one video I load up. But you see the title, it says The Watchers, Book of Enoch, and the Book of Jubilee. I don't know, man. I be looking at some weird ass shit when I be at work when, it be a lot of fuck shit going on. Oh yeah, we there. Okay.
Yeah. Say yeah. You know, Papa Square really ballin' on me.
Oh, you ain't do no NTT?
Yeah. Tell these niggas how we get it.
Got these niggas watching everything we doing like they the bitches. In these streets, it ain't no secret just how deep we really in it. Been ballin', Sal got AP, same day I went rich a million. 4 pocket full, every pocket 20 racks, stacked to the ceiling. And my mama know her baby boy, the illest nigga living. I don't show no favoritism with these niggas, all of y'all can get it. Last nigga tried to spin the block, car got shot in for 40 minutes. She ain't even got a question if we gon' steal, cause we let some popper inside.
I'm a hot boy, icy boy, getting money ass nigga.
just ran up a check. That bitch bigger than your deal, nigga. Hang around trap, nigga. That's just how we live, nigga. Tryna rob me, that's a quick way to get killed, nigga. I don't fuck with police, been like that since I was young, nigga. They wanna be just like me, cause I go dumb, nigga. AP in the roller just to flex out my arm, nigga. T4AL lit the gang, we scrapped up with them drums, nigga. You might
Man, free my partner. Them niggas rapping right now, man. Y'all ain't never just paid attention to my old video, man. There was in a lot of them bitches, man. But free South, man. Paper Street South, man. Like I heard.
Paper Street ballin' on these niggas, NBA niggas.
Nigga watching everything we doing like they the bitches. In these streets, it ain't no secret just how deep we really in it. Been ballin', South got AP, same day I went rich a million. 4 pocket full, every pocket 20 racks back to the ceiling. And my mama know her baby boy, the illest nigga living. I don't show no favoritism with these niggas, all of y'all can get it. Last nigga tried to spin the block, car got shot in for 40 minutes. She ain't even got a question if we gon' steal, cause we left some paw prints in it. They ain't never let the team, these niggas dreaming. When them Bluetooth bullets hit him, he gon' die and catch on fire like he a phoenix. Did so much dirt, I just like seeing all my young niggas do G shit. Tell Pablo Libro J got locked and I need him released it. Ain't nothing sweet with these honeyberry woods, I'm stuffing weed in. The promoters know I ain't doing the show if I can't get that XD in. Got 15 racks and retro J's, I ain't even put my feet in. Paper Street, this family, not a gang, we don't even let niggas get beat in. In these streets, it ain't no secret, we get deep, you just got your feet in. Every Monday, I spend 2,800 and win a free 10. Niggas talk like they get money, but all of us can let you see 10. I ain't never told in my whole life, niggas know I don't do no speaking. If you ask them about my squad, they gon' tell you Paper Street official, bitch. How the fuck he ain't never had a job, but he with them benefits? I ain't really been fucking with you niggas, all y'all been a bitch. That Glock got a full and semi switch, get all you niggas glick. Dang.
Yeah, what it do? To a lot of people that probably ain't too big up on maybe like lost books of the Bible, or even a lot of the lost textures or scripts and shit. When you think about back in high school when teacher used to make you read like books like the Odyssey, or even when you get to talking about the biblical text of David and Goliath. A lot of these texts and a lot of these books, even some movies, when you look at Lord of the Rings, what's another movie? I'm just gonna go with Lord of the Rings. And they talk about the Nephilims, they talk about giants. They got another movie called Constantine when they talk about fallen angels and shit. Oh, what's up, bro? Bro, up in it, bitch. What it do? But basically, I want to just go into deep thought with my own opinion. You know, the link is click or whatever. Anybody that's knowledgeable with what I'm talking about right now. I kind of in a lot of, you know, I'm gonna say Bible talk or religious talk, or rather you talk about conspiracy theories or people that try to talk about the Vatican and all this and that, you know, it all be mainstream. Hollywood kind of depicts and put a lot of this shit in their movies. For one, I would say like the Marvel MCU. Even when you're talking about like the X-Men, for a lot of people that probably, you know, you slow to the concept of what the X-Men were really about when you look at Professor X and, you know, Dr. Magneto. That was a depiction of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. A lot of people don't know that, but boom, there you have it. If Stan Lee was a black man writing those comic books and putting the stuff that he did, he was putting in those comics and those movies for over 50 to 60 years, yeah, they probably would have got him out the game. But back to done rambling, but back to the subject at hand. I got a little clip, man. I had kind of I've been following this certain content creator for a couple years now. Think the dude, he from like, I don't know if he from like Great Britain, North Africa, but he got a he does have an accent. And he has just a clip I'm just gonna play where he talks about the fallen angels and how they, they made it with the women on earth. It was almost over 200 plus fallen angels that had descended from earth, and they was supposed to watch over the earth and not mingle with the people. And when they did, it was like all hell broke loose. Now the crazy thing about the book of Enoch and the story of the watchers or the fallen angels is because it's this movie that like I said, Marvel put out called The Eternals. Smoke your blunt, take your couple shots. You watch that movie, if you have any kind of or knowledge about the Old Testament or the New Testament, and just it don't matter if it's a lot or a little, and you just watch that movie from an open mind, it'll kind of put you in the mind of these fallen angels. It really would. And that's why I say with Hollywood and with a lot of people, authors, and even with people that does digital media and digital art, we living in an age where a lot of these we living in a woke age where a lot of people are picking up to messages that are being depicted in media, movies, books, adaptation, art. Hell, even if it's just like a 15-second slide on YouTube, IG, Facebook, TikTok, shit like that. But let's see, slow it down. And this clip just gonna be talking about the judgment, like the aftermath of what happened, because most people they do know like most of the context of I ain't gotta kind of deep into it, so niggas like South Dallas or just anybody else that you know that's knowledgeable of this shit, like they already know that part, but they're just tapping into shit that just be up on my goddamn mind shit.
In the last episode, we saw the Watchers punished by the Archangels, where they were rounded up, beaten, and were damned to be thrown into the Duodel, a void said to be located deep in the desert of East Jerusalem. Amongst them, the Nephilim, the monstrous offspring of the women impregnated by the Watchers, were also neutralized and coerced into destroying each other. The chaos that had burdened the world courtesy of the Watchers' involvement had now been countervailed by the Archangel's intervention, and mankind appears to have been allowed breathing space from the terrors they had seen. During this time, we are told that the great scribe Enoch had been hidden, and that no one knew where he was, nor what had become of him. But we understand that his activities during this time were to do with the Watchers, as directed to him by God, and that his days in hiding were spent with the Holy Ones, possibly preparing him to confront the fallen angels and eventually read them their judgment. Enoch himself tells us, "And I, Enoch, was blessing the Lord of majesty and the King of the ages. And lo, the Watchers called me Enoch the scribe, and said to me, Enoch, thou scribe of righteousness, go, declare to the Watchers of the heaven, who have left the high heaven, the holy eternal place, and have defiled themselves with women, and have done as the children of earth do, and have taken unto themselves wives. Ye have wrought great destruction on the earth, and ye shall have no peace nor forgiveness of sin. And inasmuch as they
Oh
defile themselves and
shit.
their children,
Hold on, hold
the
on,
murder of
hold
their
on,
beloved
hold on,
ones
hold
shall they
on. We
see,
might have a
and
brief
over the destruction of the
intermission. Man, I ain't even know they uploaded that video. Check this out, man. If anybody was up in my live from a couple days ago, I was talking about some shit that had happened in my city and shit. Hold on just a second, man. Y'all bear with me. I ain't even know they put this shit up on here. Hold on. Yo. Okay. Okay, check this out. We're gonna do this, man. And y'all wanna know just what go on in my hometown and shit, the little country hick shit or whatever. We might just change the title of this shit, man, while we up in this motherfucker right now. Um, check this out.
Tanya. We're so glad that you all are tuned in. Hit that share button. We do have a special broadcast on today. With us on today is the newest alderman of the Hazelhurst City Council, the Honorable Alderman Reverend Jeremy Longino. Reverend Longino, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. Ms. Marshall there in Crystal Springs, Mississippi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Glad to be back.
Glad to be back. Unfortunately, for something like this. However, Alderman Longino, let us first begin by saying thank you for your public service. I believe you are one of the youngest, if not the youngest alderman to have served in the city of Hazelhurst. This is your first term, am I correct, serving as alderman of the city of Hazelhurst?
Yes, Alderman of Ward 2 of the city of Hazelhurst.
Alderman of Ward 2 of the city of Hazelhurst. Can you, as an icebreaker, just share with us what led you to run for public office, and particularly for Alderman of Ward 2 for Hazelhurst, city of Hazelhurst?
Well, what made me run was I have a heart for people, and I wanted to be a public servant to the people. That's my calling, to be a servant. And I'm really big into helping those people get what they need to help their families, help their households, help their help anything they need. Basically, and I like to be that person that helps, not all the time for recognition, because a lot of times I do things that don't be recognized, and I don't complain or trip about that, but I just want to be that public servant in heart to help the people the best way I can and to the best knowledge I know how.
And so far, now that you are in the alderman seat for Ward 2, what have been some of your highlights that are experienced, some highlight experiences that you have experienced there as alderman in Ward 2?
Well, when you consider highlights, I want to consider them as achievements. We had it tonight. We had a Ward 2 community meeting with the citizens of Ward 2. We addressed and let them know when I came in office of July of last year, there has been a lot of problems that was unaddressed, such as sewage problems in the Longedale area, collapsed cover problems, and other different issues that's been there for a mighty long time. And the good Lord has blessed us to get those issues fixed in a short period of time that He blessed me to be in office. And I just want to also say that without the citizens' help, I couldn't accomplish it because it took a whole community effort to get those things done. And we're working more and more day by day, trying to improve Ward 2 for our streets, for our drain covers, our water system, for everything in Ward 2. Mostly we're trying to work on now is trash. We have a lot of trash, and we're going to work towards and trying to get pickup days, weekends to come in, the community come out and help us pick up some trash in our ward, get our ward more cleaner. Because I believe that if we clean up our ward, that it entice other people to come into the ward and put more things in our ward.
Awesome.
And it's a great accomplishment that we hear. It sounds like you really do have a heart, not only for Ward 2, but you have now acquired a wonderful grasp of what your job position entails. And being alderman, I could imagine you also sometimes have to work with the Board of Supervisors. Can you share with us the relationship between the Board of Aldermen for the city of Hazelhurst and the professional relationship as it relates to your county Board of Supervisors?
I am also employed. My part-time job is being an alderman with the city of Hazelhurst, but my full-time job is with the Copiah County Board of Supervisors Road Department, where I serve as a dump truck driver, and basically whatever else they need me. I do a whole lot more than just drive dump truck. I do a whole lot more like gravel and other more things that help out in the road department. I also was employed through District 3 under the supervisor of Perry Hood.
And speaking of District 3 Supervisor Perry Hood, we're just going to get to that's one of the reasons why we have assembled on tonight. Unfortunately, you were the recipient, you were the recipient of some very, how would you say it, unprofessional text, if I may be light, and possibly some racist and offensive communications from your Board of Supervisor member, Perry Hood, whom you say that you work for, and I believe now you're going to be transferred to Terry Channel, Supervisor Terry Channel, possibly. But being that you're the alderman of the city of Hazelhurst, as you noted, you also work for the Copiah County, for the county of Copiah under Supervisor Perry Hood. And let's just cut to the chase and look at what was sent through Supervisor Perry Hood. And if you will allow, I will optimize that.
Basically, if you want, if you went on, damn, if you went on the live a couple of days ago when I was talking about this was basically probably like a couple hours after they live. They had this Zoom meeting about this shit.
Yeah, let me go. So you received text messages. Was that today or was it yesterday? Alderman?
Yes. Yes, I received messages.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I received those messages. Well, Kenny, can I go ahead and just start from point A all the way to the last alphabet to explain the whole thing about those messages and why all this occurred? Because I want to give out facts, no hearsay, but all of this is facts. As we know, Mr. Hood was arrested several months ago due to the fact of public drunk and public profanity. And but lo and behold, he did. When he went to court, he did win the case. And so on February board meeting we had at the city of Hazelhurst, the chief of police asked that the sergeant, that Mr. Michael Fothery will be get promoted. And it was a motion that was made in the meeting, and there was a second, and there was a vote, and all 5 board members voted to promote Mr. Michael Fothery to the next highest level.
Now check this out. This the backstory of everything before all this shit had happened. And dude was caught with a DWI. And shit like Blue Boy, you know, it's certain people. He won't. You know, they think that things are, you know, like shit was in the past. You know, they can just, certain people they want in office, they can just, you know, force their hand and shit. But I'm just gonna continue to just listen, just peep game what, you know, what was said, and just pay attention to, like I had told y'all in the live earlier, like, you know, skin tone plays a factor on certain things, and dialect that, you know, other people, other races, you know, when they speak to us, you know, it's certain skin tones of people of color that they feel comfortable that they can say certain shit too.
In the police department. Now, the same guy, Mr. Michael Fothery.
You are referring, when you say all 5 board members, you are, for our listening audience, referring to the Hazelhurst City Council. All 5 city council members did vote for that promotion of Officer Fothery.
Yes. Yes,
okay,
all 5 board members did vote. Yes, all 5 board members did vote for Mr. Fothery to be promoted to the next level. And so that later on that week, Mr. Hood, as at that point in time, he was my supervisor in the district I worked for, in District 3. He was my supervisor, and he texted me a bad message saying the city promoted a sorry MF that dropped the ball on his armed robbery case and illegally arrested him. It cost him over $6,000 to be found not guilty. And he was telling me, he also said that he has no, if I don't, you know, basically what he said in the message, if I can't find that Michael Fothery is incompetent to work, incompetent, that means I'm incompetent to work for the county and for him in the county. So, you know, and at that point,
is basically then what the supervisor allegedly did, according to you, is basically tell you as an employee of the county, even though you're also a city alderman, that basically if you did not agree with him and find that particular officer possibly to be terminated, then you were not worthy to work under him. What did that have to do, your position of working with the county, what did that have to do with your public responsibility of public service as an alderman of the city of Hazelhurst and the case with Mr. Hood? Does that have any kind of governmental ground with you as an employee of the county, but as alderman of the city of Hazelhurst?
No, it's more of a power push move. That's all. A bombard power push move. And let me say this, and I want the public to hear me and hear me well. I ran for office to make a betterment in the city of Hazelhurst, to enhance a better life for citizens and a clean life for citizens. Now, am I perfect?
And that's the thing with me, when I say hold on. When I say Mississippi so small to the point, especially with content creator people, that content creators, rappers, whether DJs, scribbles, when it comes to politicians, all that shit. It come, I got up on, when I talked about this, a couple days ago, I got up on it on here and I talked about, the whole fiasco behind this shit and what was going on Facebook. So, boy, I should have goddamn said a lot of this shit, put it up on here, but I'm gonna go back a couple seconds. Let me see.
And let me say this, and I want the public to hear me and hear me well. I ran for office to make a betterment in the city of.
And this is my thing about dude. Well, sometimes
It's more of a power push move. That's all. A bombard power push move.
I finna
And
go
let
there,
me
but
say
I ain't,
this,
man.
and I
I
want
ain't.
the public to hear me and hear me well. I ran for office to make a betterment in the city of Hazelhurst, to enhance a better life for citizens and a clean life for citizens. Now, am I perfect? No, I'm not. But I'm going to say this, that I am not going to do anyone wrong with the position that the people have elected me to do. Uh, uh, do anybody wrong just because somebody else want me to do them wrong, and they have not done nothing wrong.
Okay, now you mentioned
The YouTube shit, man, just an open market for me, to let y'all, because I'm only probably like a 0.2% of this sector. Besides, like me, shot of shade. If you say, motherfuckers like, Josh and Big Josh and shit like that, the motherfuckers from Memphis and shit. Far as content creators rather, and not just coming on here talking about the same thing everybody else talking about in this sector. It's actually shit that goes on not only in my community but around the Africa or South Central Mississippi area and shit. Rather it's talking about Jackson or just the metropolitan area as a whole. It's shit that go on the coast. They have their own things that go on, like in the Delta. They have certain little issues they have going on, like in I call it the Free State of Jones territory. If you ever watched that movie and kind of the concept of what was going on in that movie between Natchez and Creek Indians and certain blue Confederate slaves that soldiers that converted after the war and shit. A lot of those cities, they're historical around here, and it's still certain type of monuments and shit. So people are kind of pride. It's not far as having pride in the racial or the racial history of the Confederacy, but a lot of them just have the pride. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck. It's weird as hell. Trust me. Like you got, you know, New generation of the Confederacy, you know, they have interracial babies and shit now. So that's why I say shit just be weird as hell. But you know, the black nigga be all at the barbecue and shit with his Confederate shirt on and shit.
Previous text that the Board of Supervisor, Mr. Hood, allegedly sent you about his disgust. And let me know, isn't it quite unusual that you would spend $6,000 on a possible misdemeanor case? I don't think that case was even tried in Copiah County. Tanya, is that common to spend $6,000 on a misdemeanor case?
Now the blue boy, check this out. The blue boy, he spent 6 bands. This nigga spent 6 bands, dog. Dude spent 6 whole bands on a fucking misdemeanor DUI. Like shit, buddy must have had he had to have goddamn that shit that Mahel be talking about when he say he got them damn bricks in the floor and shit. he must have he must have some of that shit cause you ain't spending no 6 bands up on no regular no not no open container type shit.
No, that's about half of what you were paying an attorney for a felony trial or felony case. It usually costs you about $10,000. So $6,000 is a lot of money for a misdemeanor case.
A whole lot of money. That's quite unusual. But however, I'm going to put this second set of texts that were received by you, Alderman Longino, allegedly via a county government phone sent allegedly by Supervisor Perry Hood, Copiah County Supervisor Perry Hood. And I might have them out of sequence, but you let me know if this is the order that was sent as we look at this. This one says, I just want you to know that I am very disappointed with you, and I find it very strange that you have forgot the ones that helped you get to where you are. I called Bookie today and told him to transfer you to Terry's crew, that I no longer trust you. Just so you know, your future is not bright, and your representation on the city board has been nothing but weak and a joke. Black on black murders have not been addressed, and none of you have a clue. I will not do anything to help or assist Hazelhurst because you and your board and mayor are so out of touch, you can't even help yourself. The supervisor allegedly goes on to say, and be sure and save this because I don't give a S. I am who I am, and you have no clue who you are. You say you are a preacher, and you talk way worse than I do. I put you in the same class as your chief and captain, meaning Police Chief Murray, and the captain of the police force. I believe is that Fathery? Who is he referring? Officer Father, Captain?
No, actually, Mr. Fathery is not a captain. He's next to the captain.
Now the whole context of a lot of people that they name and shit, a lot of these motherfuckers crooked as a bitch. Like my generation of niggas on us, we really don't fuck with Fathery. Like he used to be like an alternative school teacher and shit like that. So niggas, like when he got that badge, like niggas start acting like Buddy on baller blocking and some shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like dude the whole bitch out here. No cap. And shit, you know, I guess he got bold. He got bold, and I guess, you know, he I don't know, man. It's like when you come from an all black town and you deal with black police officers and how they treat us and shit. It be kind of funny as fuck when they try to pull the shit off with the blue people and shit. It be funny as fuck, man. And that's why I say, you know, knowing the backdrop of a lot of these people, even dude that this shit happened to and shit, like, you know, the bigger issue at hand is what Buddy said, but you know, me knowing these people and shit, you know, I can't, you know, y'all gonna think what y'all want to think, so I ain't trying to press my opinion to be like, oh, this pussy ass nigga, like, but you know, y'all gonna feel some remorse for what he's saying, but you know, for the media, you know, this shit just seem good, but it is what it is.
Okay, so he referenced the chief and the captain, and he goes on to say in vulgarity, stay the F away from Starks and myself. Y'all have nothing to offer, period. Let me see. Oh, let me see that I get this out of order here. Okay, he mentioned about the mayor, allegedly. Perry Hood goes on to say, your D mayor out this weekend drunk in the city truck and ran off. I just want you to know that I am very disappointed with you, and I find it very strange that you have forgot the ones that helped you get to where you. Okay, so we've read that one, but this one is one, and it may be out of sequence, where he talked about the mayor possibly being drunk in the city truck and ran off. So he accuses the mayor of the city of Hazelhurst of being drunk in the on the weekend and was in the city truck and ran off for some reason.
And see, they tell you how much I don't be in Hazelhurst, business and shit. Like, I ain't even know nothing of that shit about the mayor. And like, I chopped this shit up, like, this whole video, like, this whole Zoom meeting is chopped up in, like, 2 parts. This first video part right here, it's up on my page or whatever. And y'all could just go back through it and see it, and check it out. But yeah, the part with the shit with the mayor and all that, like, I ain't know all that shit went on. So, that shit just crazy as a bitch.
Hey, let me address that, Mr. Thrasher. Mr. Thrasher, let me address that. The report that I have gotten from that issue concerning the mayor and it's in the city truck, the police chief, Mr. Darren Murray, says the report says that the truck was parked at his house. And with that truck being parked at his house, someone was trying to bag a trailer from around the truck and scrape the truck from the back, heading towards the cab. So the mayor truck was parked. With it being parked, the mayor was not in the truck.
People, I could tell right now by the way this nigga rambling and gambling, goddamn, he capping. See, I know this nigga though. I know him. See, like, I know this dude. Like, he capping. We gonna go back. We gotta go. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, man. We gotta go back, man. We gotta go back.
Well, let me see that I get this out of order here. Okay, he mentioned about the mayor. Allegedly, Perry Hood goes on to say, your D mayor out this weekend drunk in the city truck and ran off. I just want you to know that I am very disappointed with you, and I find it very strange that you have forgot the ones that helped you get to where you. Okay, so we've read that one, but this one is one, and it may be out of sequence, where he talked about the mayor possibly being drunk in the city truck and ran off. So he accuses the mayor of the city of Hazelhurst of being drunk in the on the weekend and was in the city truck and ran off for some reason.
Hey, let me address that, Mr. Thrasher. Mr. Thrasher, let me address that. The report that I have gotten from that issue concerning the mayor and it's in the city truck, the police chief, Mr. Darren Murray.
Man, this nigga done sat up on here with these folk, bro. He done started lying his ass off. Hey, man, check this out, bro. I guess shit be funny when you know these folks, man. Oh, shit, boy. This shit funny as a bitch.
Says the report says that the truck was parked at his house. And with that truck being parked at his house, someone was trying to bag a trailer from around the truck and scrape the truck from the back, heading towards the cab. So the mayor truck was parked. With it being parked, the mayor was not in the truck. So that's what facts is, and that's where they took the police report.
Okay, let's go on with a few other texts, and my device keeps skipping because I don't have. All
It's
right.
your internet.
All right, we're piecing it together. I see here where let's get to this part here. And this is what brings us here on tonight, if nothing else. This particular one here, if the public can see. You responded to him instead of lashing out at the accusations of Supervisor Hood. You in turn simply stated, I'm putting you in the Lord's hand and I continue to pray for you. Be blessed, Supervisor Perry Hood. According to this transmission, he responded, you need to pray for yourself and ask for his guidance, your endeavors. He went on to talk about some at his house. He would not tell police nothing, and you don't know S and don't ask questions. I'm not far from asking questions and letting the public know how dumb y'all are. And I guess he's talking about this. Let's go on with a few other texts, and my device keeps skipping because I don't have. All
It's
right.
your internet.
All right, we're piecing it together. I see here where let's get to this part here. And this is what brings us here on tonight, if nothing else. This particular one here, if the public can see. You responded to him instead of lashing out at the accusations of Supervisor Hood. You, in turn, simply stated, I'm putting you in the Lord's hand, and I continue to pray for you. Be blessed, Supervisor Perry Hood. According to this transmission, he responded, you need to pray for yourself and ask for his guidance, your endeavors. He went on to talk about some at his house. He would not tell police nothing, and you don't know S and don't ask questions. I'm not far from asking questions and letting the public know how dumb y'all are. And I guess he's talking about the city council of Hazelhurst. And he says, just like last night with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, niggers will be niggers, and y'all niggers can't do anything about it. Tell me exactly how you felt reading a text from the County Board of Supervisors, who was your immediate supervisor, referencing
Yeah, people. Get y'all part two, man, you know. But that whole the shit with the mad shit being drunk and shit, man, that shit so wild though. That yeah, that nigga lying his ass off. That shit crazy. But it's funny how it took so long for that video to load up though. Oh shit. I might have got through out the loop with that shit. But it's it's a mockery going on in the city and shit. You know, people talking about boycotting the restaurants. Um, I ain't checked or tapped in to see have any other workers been going to work or none of this shit other than like the niggas that I know that work at like, you know, like the gravel pits and shit like that. But I'm gonna give y'all updates up on that shit more pretty soon. There was just a backdrop and continuation of what was going on since I had the Zoom meeting for Zest the German can get his shit off, I guess. But I'm gone, man. Y'all be easy.